Hi, Brett Thomas back with another cleaning video. I am here today cleaning my dirty Jeep wheels and tires. And I'm realizing I'm looking at these tires and I looked at the date on them. They were manufactured in 2015, so they are about 7 years old. So I need to replace them. There's plenty of tread on them, but the sidewall there is starting to get a little cracked. So I guess that's I don't know, the nature. Maybe California is kind of dry. So anyways, I'm gonna clean these tires today with the orange, the Linseed with orange. And these are just factory Jeep wheels. I believe they might be aluminum, but they're like a coated aluminum. So anyways, I am gonna clean these. This is unrehearsed, unscripted, but I did want to share a tip. So I learned this from a from a detailer, and that is, you want to make sure you want to really clean your tires. Like, you know, the point he was trying to make is, like, people put, like, maybe they clean their tires and their wheels and then they put Armor All on their tires, but then your tires kind of wind up looking kind of orange or kind of brown. They have this, it's from the brake dust. Anyways, so he said, you know, spend a lot of extra time and effort, like cleaning the rubber, you know, like the black tire, get it back to a black, what am I trying to say? Just clean the tire. Okay, so anyways, this is just an old kitchen sponge, and I find these work the best. You know, it's a used one, so it's not super abrasive. And I'm gonna do the big easy slots here first. So I haven't cleaned these for a while, and I'm kind of embarrassed to say that, but I don't really spend a lot of time. You know, it's just an old Jeep Grand Cherokee. It's, you know, nothing fancy, and it's been winter time anyway, so I haven't really spent a lot of time washing it. So okay, these ones are kind of hard. So I just gotta fold the sponge and kind of try and shove it in there. I'm not gonna make them perfect. I mean, you know, I know a lot of guys really obsess over cleaning their cars and detailing it, and I've been there, I've done it. When I've had fancy cars, I've really spent a lot of time maintaining them. But anyways, I should probably start scrubbing the tires. I just want you to see how dirty these tires are. But that brake dust clings to the rubber. Let me spray them one more time. So again, this is just old-fashioned cleaning, you know, using soap, an all natural organic soap, actually, this one. So I'm going to go over these tires a couple times, and then I want to do this side with the orange, and then I want to do the other side with the original formula, just to kind of, this side was, I don't know why this side was dirtier. This is the passenger front wheel. Let me just hit this one more time with the, and this is probably 15-1. And maybe actually, you know, you should probably I should probably roll the car forward so I can get the spot that's, you know, that the car's, you know, that the tire's sitting on, if you know what I mean. That was another thing he said, you know, roll the car forward. So let's see, can you see? I know I'm watching my videos and I'm critiquing myself. I keep saying so. I'm going to try not to say so much. So I guess I'll rinse it, then I'm going to go over those tires, you know, one more time. The tires are extra dirty. I don't go four-wheeling, but I was, you know, going off-road a little bit here and there, so there was, you know, some mud on the edges of the tire, and I could definitely go over those rims again, so maybe I'll do that. And I was mentioning when I was cleaning the bricks about, you know, not saturating the bricks with water, because then you further dilute the soap. But in this case, you know, since it's in the tire's obviously vertical, the water just drains off, so not a big deal, you know, if you get them real wet. Wow, yeah, that was, I mean, I don't even want to say the last time I cleaned them, because I don't even remember, you know, getting down on my hands and knees here and scrubbing my wheels. They're cleaning up pretty good though. Hopefully the camera's capturing it. Yeah. I have some like little tire cleaning tools, you know, or wheel cleaning tools. But I kind of somehow, I just feel sometimes this little sponge kind of gets in the little nooks and crannies the best. I have an old vintage Mercedes that has so many little slots. It's like, you know, in the rim, you know, it's like really a chore to clean them. And I probably don't have the best, you know, I don't know if you know much about brake pads, but you know, some are like metallic or semi-metallic, and I think some leave, you know, greater amounts of brake dust. I bought this car used, so I don't know what kind of pads are on here, but they're actually not too bad. Like, they don't, considering it's been like, you know, months, they weren't too bad. Meaning that these brake pads don't just shed a bunch of dust. Okay. So I also wanted to, at the end here, I'll show you, if you stick around, I'll share with you a little trick I kind of discovered. See, now look at the lather now is kind of, it's not super black. It's more grayish, you know, not quite white, but I've looked into getting a tripod. So I mean, I have a tripod, but I'm actually filming this with my iPhone, so I have an old digital camera, but I think my iPhone does it does better, and I just need to get a little mount for it. Then I won't be shaking around and all that. But then, of course, I won't be able to see the timer, so then that'll be another problem. But yeah, so let me just rinse them one more time here. Oh, yeah, they look pretty good. This Jeep's 20 years old, I guess, but it's a really good Jeep, though. Okay, so I'm going to go over the tire one more time. I won't bore you with that, and then I'll let it dry, and then I'll show you the finished results. So one cool thing about this sponge, and like I said, it's just an old kitchen sponge. It's like I can kind of fold it into like a little taco and get in there, and you know, where the lug bolts are, you know, these if you go to the car wash, I mean, they are not going to be taking the time to clean. I mean, you have to get your car detailed if you want it, like, I mean, you know, if you really want to get it clean. And even like these little holes here, I mean, I don't even know what the heck those are for, if they're just part of the design, but I guess I should see if I can. I probably need something smaller. I mean, you could get crazy with like a Q-tip or whatever. Okay, I have to admit, I've never actually, well, that's not true. Of course, I'm trying to do an extra good job because I'm filming myself, but I don't think I've spent a ton of energy and time like cleaning these lug bolt holes, if that's what you want to call them. But I want to have a good, well, they're really dirty. I mean, you would almost have to take the wheel off and, you know, set this on a table, you know, or whatever. You just sit on the ground and scrub these holes, but you can kind of get in there though. Look at all the lather. This soap's really, it's great soap. You know, I hope this is entertaining and kind of educational. I guess I'm having fun with it, but okay, I'm not going to get too nuts here because honestly, let's see. Sorry, I'm on the ground here. See. Well, yeah, like I said, I mean, really, if you want to get like, if you really want to get them good, you know, you'd have to see if you look in there. I might spend a little bit of, well, I might go over it one more time in there. Well, let's see, that one cleaned up pretty good. So let me see what I can do, and I'll show you the finished product. Okay, so I'm still scrubbing and it's looking pretty good. I just wanted to show you, or not show you, but suggest that you keep scrubbing your tires until the lather is, you know, basically white. I mean, like I was saying, don't put Armor All or tire dressing on a dirty tire, because then you'll have a brown, orangey looking tire. Once he pointed that out to me, I see it on people's cars. So it's looking pretty good. And so let me see. So it's, I mean, considering it's a black tire, you know, and I mean, maybe some of the tire residues coming off, but I think it's mostly brake dust. But I wanted to point out this little brush I forgot I had, and it's kind of in 3 pieces, and it goes in the holes. So I've been kind of sitting here scrubbing, so I forgot I had that, or that if that's what it was for. Let me just this is not super easy with one hand, but anyway, so it kind of goes in the little hole. So I guess it's a design for that. But I was also going to say, which I know I always say, and that is, like the mold, if you don't, brake dust stains, and it's very, I don't know if the word's corrosive or whatever, but it'll cause pitting on your wheels, and it's very bad. So you really should clean your wheels. This is my own fault. I mean, this is like, you know, if I would have done it right on a regular basis, not that the first owner did, but anyways, keep your wheels clean and they'll look a lot better. So I may not be able to get them perfect. I mean, some of this is just unbelievable. But the soap's doing good, as opposed to using, you know, a caustic tire wheel cleaner. I don't know if you ever used that stuff, but it's like oven cleaner, man. It is intense. And you know, this is just soap. I mean, it's a natural soap that just old-fashioned cleaning. Okay, I will keep scrubbing. Okay, so it's been about maybe an hour for this tire and wheel to dry, and it turned out pretty darn nice. I scrubbed the heck out of it in those little cracks and crevices, and you know, in the lug bolt holes, and I think it came out pretty good. It's not 100%. Also, check this out. Can you see inside? Like right inside, like I was saying, you could take off your wheels and, you know, really thoroughly clean them. And I know that's never been done on this vehicle. It's, you know, 20 years old, I'm sure. But if you really wanted to get real crazy, you could, you know, clean the insides of your wheel, and boy, you know, your wheels would really shine. I'd like to do that, but I guess I'm not going to. So, yeah, that's. Anyways, I just want to show you that trick I was telling you, like, oh, if you stick around to the end. That wasn't some kind of gimmick. I was so I was using the soap as a tire dressing, so I just have a sponge, and so this you can spray. Oh, great! This is an old sponge, and it's crumbling all over the tire. Great. Okay, but I'm gonna keep going. you could spray the tire, but then, yeah, let me just spray the tire. You know, you're gonna get the overspray on the rim, which obviously is not that big a deal, but I could just wipe down the rim with a cloth. I mean, if you know what I mean. So I'm just kind of leaving the soap on the tire, and it kind of acts as a tire dressing, and I've done this several times, and it works pretty good, actually. So it's, again, just so multi-purpose, which is very cool. And I can't believe this darn sponge is disintegrating. Wow. Okay, see, I mean, this is unrehearsed, or, you know, anyways, it'll fall off, or I'll brush it off. So you kind of get the idea. I will, I guess I'll end it there, and I will just include a before and after shot so you can see what it looks like dry. So, okay, thanks for watching.